the story of how I end up falling with a buggy car from 3 meters cliff. This story happened in 2015. That point was the hardest time of my life. I was upset with my life. I didn't have a good job. So before that moment, I always was a person that had fame. I had many friends. Basically, I was always a competitive person and I like the sports. I always wanted to be first. I always like to win, bro, you know? Even in the smallest things, it didn't matter. I want to win. Even in paper scissors, I must win, you know? At my lowest point, the life was hard, it was depressing, it was very boring, you know? Every single day, it was like all the day have only 1 hour. The days was flying and nothing was actually changing. I wanted a quick change. I didn't like the environment that I'm in. So one day, I was scrolling through social media, an advertisement popped out to my face. It was modeling competition for men. So I applied and I forgot about it. In 1 week, they replied that I have potentials and they wanna see me in audition. I go to the auditions, so this is how I take my spot in the competition. In the competition, we had some challenges, and the winner of each challenge was taking a reward. The reward was of not leaving the game. One of the challenges was to ride a buggy. The challenge was to quickly change the wheel of your buggy after going inside in your buggy and make the quickest round of the arena. At that moment it was pretty simple, you know. I had experience with the cars before, I had many motorbikes, nothing special at that moment for me. It was pumping like, yeah man, let's go, let's do this. Before my turn, I was seeing many guys to slippery with the buggy car. He slipped and he crashed the buggy into the bushes. But I was like, okay, that guy probably was not riding some cool vehicles before or motorbikes. I was confident that I can do this. My turn came and I quickly started running to the buggy. So I put the 3 bolts of the wheel and something didn't go well with the last 1 bolt. It took me like 2 minutes to put the 3 other bolts and 2 minutes to put the last 1 bolt. So I managed to put the last bolt and inside me I was panicking because I knew that I wasted so much time to the last bolt. I quickly ran into the car. We put the seatbelt because we was so many participation there. The seatbelt was loose to fit everybody, like fat guys and slim guys. The seatbelt was flying. It was not actually doing something. I quickly start the engine and I quickly press the gas and I ran. The plan was the last turn. After the last turn of the map, it was a long straight line to the finish. So the plan was to quickly go to the last turn and in the last line to press the gas and go with every power that this buggy had. In all of the arena I was good. Okay, in some points I felt that it was very slippery. The rain was coming, I had a helmet and the rain was popping to my helmet. It was slippery and so many things. By the way, after the last turn, close to the final line was cliff. So I get to the last turn and instead of waiting the car to get straight, I press full gas so that the car will make little drift like that and after I will go straight. But the car was still going like that, and when the car was like actually going straight, it was too late and everything happened in split of second. I didn't have a time to say a prayer, you know. I was like, what is going on here, bro? Here I press full gas, the car was drifting, I press full gas and I turn the car to the right, but the car was still going to the left. So here the car start to going straight. This is the cliff. I didn't know what to do there. So the car was like, boom. In that split of seconds, when I was in the air of falling. It was like I was being an hour there on the air with the buggy on the cliff, like I didn't scream, I just froze. I had many thoughts. The thoughts that I had, I remember the thoughts of how I get to that position. This is not me, guys. I always win. Oh, how this is possible? This is a dream. This is not happening. If I will broke the car, I must to pay it or the company will pay it. This is embarrassing. What people will think about me? It's funny, but I was not afraid. Everything was quiet. It was the most quiet moment of my life. 50 meters away from me was like 40-50 people there. The engine, the sea next to me, the wind. But at that split of seconds, I didn't listen any of that sound. It was so quiet and calm. It was like I'm alone in the world, you know? So I hold the steering wheel with all my power, with my instincts. I make my shoulder like that. When the car hit the floor, I did something like that. Bam! I felt a huge force and pressure here. The good thing is that in the bottom was sand with dirt. So in my disaster, I was being lucky. The left side of the car was totally broken. And I was like this in the car. And for some reason, I start to laugh. I was like, I was like that. I was laughing because I don't know why. So people was coming through many places, was running to me to see if I'm okay. I see in the corner of my eye that people are coming to me and that this was actually happening, that I fell from a cliff. I started to think what the others will think about me. This is why I'm sharing this story. So many thoughts about the people that I really didn't know the moral of the story. First, I think about other people and not about me, about my health. And this make me sick, you know? Now, I don't give a shit about the opinion of others. But then, I was always in the back of my mind was the thought of what others thinks about what I will going to do. I survived. I had this crazy experience. Of course, it's good to win always, but make it and be sure that you will be safe first. And don't think what others will think about you. By the way, my dream is to become a full-time YouTuber, and you, bro, can do my dream a reality. So if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe. I will promise that I will make videos until I get there. I will get there. Bro, if you have a similar story or something crazy happen in your life, I really want to hear the story, so tell your crazy story in the comments. See you in the next video.